Hello everybody, in this video I will be explaining how to do the E-Surge Mesmer or Underworld Speak Clear Tearaway. This Mesmer is taken instead of the Essel's Necromancer, which is usually part of the main team. So if anyone who doesn't have a Necromancer or does not like to play Necromancer as much and would try out something new, you can go as the E-Surge Mesmer now. So for the E-Surge Mesmer, you need to have 12 in Domination Magic, 12 in Fast Casting, and 3 in Restoration Magic. And the skills that you will need are on the screen right now. So you can switch out some skills, but try to keep the basics of the build the same. So I would take E-Surge, Wastrels, PI, and Natural Signet. And you can take Flesh from Flesh to get a res. Also, you don't need anything special for the equipment, just have Radiant Armor with Superior Domination headpiece, and just any Domination staff is good. A 40/40 recharge staff would be nice. So, as soon as you enter into Underworld, the main team will pull down a skelly. You can help kill it off. After that, people will usually collect for the cons, and once that process is out of the way, they'll pop the cons, and then the EM will start bonding up himself and the rest of the team, starting with the lab tank. The lab tank is the Assassin Mesmer. So once the lab tank is bonded up, he will start running around and pull everything around the main spawn area, and he will run it to a corner. And once the LT is into a corner, the red will go in and block with the spirits. So once the red is in and everything is blocked, that is your cue to go in and spike. Do not spike if the red is not in there, because if you start spiking, everything will scatter, and that will be really bad, because they usually wipe out the team. So once the red is in, start spiking. Your spike will be Arcane Echo, E-Surge, and then use the E-Surge that you just echoed, followed by Wastrel's Worry, and immediately follow that with Cry of Pain, and then end it off with Unnatural Signet. And if you do this chain properly, you will have killed off everything you want. So after the main spike is done, the LT will go pull the mobs in the second area and let the Terras go on their way. You can kill the Skelly, but if you see the Bladed running down that I have selected right now, just move out of the way, do not aggro the Bladed. And now here similarly, the LTV will go and ball up, and as soon as the red goes in, you do your spike. Arcane Echo, E-Surge, E-Surge again, followed by Wastrel's Worry, Cry of Pain, and end it off with Unnatural Signet. Also, to use Unnatural Signet properly, you must actually look at the skill. Unnatural Signet does AoE damage if the foe is enchanted or has a hex on him. So that's why I need to use Unnatural Signet like really fast before Wastrel's Worry runs out. Or you can just cast PI and use Unnatural Signet, whichever one you prefer. So once the second ball is done, the LT will go ahead and ball everything around the chamber, which will spawn the Labyrinth Reaper, and after that you can take the Restoring Grants Monuments quest, which the rest of the Terras need to do their areas. So if you get that up as soon as possible, that will give the Terras more time to clear their areas. So that's why that's the #1 priority. So you see now the LT is balling up everything around the chamber, and he will just come and stand to the right hand side, and once the LT stops, the red will go in with the spirits, and once the red is in there, you can go ahead and do your spike again. Also, another variation in this area that I must mention is that if there is back aggro coming, there are a couple of graspings that come from the back. If the back aggro is there, the red will usually have to go and kill off the back aggro. And if the red is killing the back aggro, you can still spike the group, but don't go too close, as you might get some of the aggro. So once all these mobs are dead around the Labyrinth Reaper, you can go and talk to the Labyrinth Reaper and take the Restoring Grants Monument quest. And whenever you take the quest, always announce it in team chat, because it can kill off the mountain's Terra, because the mountain Terra may not have shadow form up at the time you take the quest, and that spawns Terrabs close to him and it will kill him off. So once you have the Restoring Grant's Monuments quest, you can go down and kill the Skelly. Some lab tanks like to hold on to the Bladed and just let you kill the Skelly, or some lab tanks prefer to have them killed. And just based on the situation, if you see the lab tank holding on to the Bladed and wants to kill him, you can just kill him off. And also, once the Bladed and the Skelly is dead, the lab tank will go stand at the bottom, and you can ask him if you can take Escort of Souls quest, and if the LT says he's ready, then you can go ahead and talk to the Reaper and take the Escort of Souls quest. And once the quest is taken, there will be a bunch of these ally spirits that spawn close to you, and there will also be a bunch of Mind Blades that spawn at the bottom. So once the Mind Blades spawn, the LT will go ahead and pull them around. There's another group further up the stairs, so the LT is going to ball them up right now. And there are also a couple of Bladed up there, so the LT grabs all the Mind Blades and the Bladed that run up, that are up the stairs, and once he has everything, he will come down and stand in the corner. Once the lab tank is at the corner, you can just go ahead and run up the stairs. So you will run up the stairs, the Rit will run up the stairs, and the Emo will run up the stairs. And once you're up the stairs, the second set of stairs, do not go any further than I'm right now, because that will spawn more Mind Blades and will lead to bad things. So once you're up the stairs, the lab tank will come around and he'll bring the whole aggro. Once the lab tank is in position, the Rit will run in, block with its spirits, and after the block takes place, the lab tank will do a pull through the spirits to ball up all the Mind Blades. And once the Mind Blades are balled up, just go ahead and do your regular spike. But here, select the Bladed 8 axes instead of the Mind Blades, because the Bladed do not have Hexbreaker. The Mind Blades come with Hexbreaker, and they will use Hexbreaker on you and cancel some of your hexes. So what you want to do is target the Bladed wherever possible. In this next ball, there will be only Mind Blades, so the LT will use cover hexes on some of the Mind Blades and cancel their Hexbreaker. So always ask the LT to ping a target on which the LT will cast some hexes before you do, so that you have an easier time spiking. Over here, do the same thing as before. Wait for the Rit to go in with the spirits. The LT will do a pull through, and the LT will hex a target, like so. You see the Mind Blade put Hexbreaker up, but that's not a problem. If the Mind Blade does that, you can Wastrel's Worry is a quick charging spell, so it's not that much of a problem. Just try to spike with E-Search if that's if Hexbreaker is like up all the time. But it has a decent recharge, so you should be able to get Wastrel's Worry up once in a while. So once the Mind Blades are dead, the lab tank will go ahead and pull the Graspings in the next area. And once the lab tank has all the Graspings to the side, you can go ahead and run and aggro the Skellies. And over here, what I like to do is I like to stand behind the rock. We do not do that in this video because the Emo was a bit new to this tactic. This new tactic is a bit safer than standing behind the house, as it does not sometimes there's dying nightmares over there and they can kill off the Emo, or sometimes you can get stuck with the Skellies over there. So I do not demonstrate the tactic in this video, but if you want to see how it's done, you can go to my SS Necromancer video. The spots where you stand at in between the SS and the Mesmer are pretty much the same, so if you guys do not understand a certain section, you can go ahead and watch the SS video and try to implement the same procedure over here. It's rather similar, but I just wanted to put this up because I had fun playing as a Mesmer. It's different than the SS Necromancer, so I like doing it. So once the Skellies are dead, the lab tank will ball up the rest of the graspings and pull them behind the house, and once the LT is in the position, you can go ahead and kill these terrorwebs to spawn the Whale Reaper. Once the Whale Reaper spawns, you can go ahead and spike the graspings. Spiking the grasping is pretty much like spiking you did before. Let the red go in and then follow it with the rest of your spike. If you do it properly, the spike should go by really fast. It's a really strong spike. Kill off the remainders with all your other damage spells. So once all the grasping is dead, this is where the emo and the lab tank leave you to do the Whale quests while they do their own quests in Labyrinth. So right now you can either wait for the region, your own energy region and the region of the red. It's better to start the quest once you have full energy, because you won't be able to do any damage, and to be fast in this next section is quite important. So just wait once the red is ready and places all the spirits in that general area. So once the red is ready, just go ahead and take the quest, Rattle Spirits. And once you take this quest, there will be bunches of torture spirits that will spawn all around the area, and they will start killing off friendly torture spirits. So you need to kill off these aggressive spirits as soon as possible. Like this first group, if you kill it fast, is better, because you can save more friendly torture spirits. And the thing with this quest is, if you get all the friendly spirits killed, you will fail Underworld and you will have to start again. That's why you need to kill these aggressive spirits as soon as possible. You can use Wastrel's Worry as a main damage target over here. You do not need to use anything, so what I would do is just switch between Wastrel's Worry and Unnatural Signet. That is your best. So just switch between two spirits that are close by and just spam Wastrel's Worry. It gives you a lot of damage for very low energy. So once that group is there, there will be 3 spawns of torture spirits at each location. So once you kill the 3 spawns, that'll be the end of it, and you can go kill the spawns at another location. So the spirits at the second location that we just killed are glitched a little bit. Only the first group's attacks, and the subsequent groups do not attack at all. So I just usually ignore them after the first group is dead. So just kill off the first group as soon as you can, and then you can focus on killing the other groups, and they can come back to the rest of the spawns at that location later on. So over here in this video, we will be demonstrating something called a garden pull. I will not show the gate pull in this video. The tactics are similar as used in the SS Necromancer video, the one that was just uploaded. So if you want to use them, you can use them with the Mesmer. The tactics are pretty much the same. Just use Wastrel's Worry as a damage, and don't use anything else you don't need to. So if you want to do the gate pull, I would recommend doing the gate pull for reasons mentioned in that video. I will put a link up right here at this point for the SS video. So I would recommend watching that, because it gives you some insight into what you need to do. So yeah, just go ahead and pull all the groups through this little entrance in the front of the house. So yeah, there will be 3 groups at that location as well. So just pull all of them. Pull all of them back. So once you see the last spawn, just pull them back through the opening as well. Also, whenever you pulling these torture spirits, remember to walk backwards, because since you have a speed boost from the concepts that you have on you, they will break aggro. So walking backward helps having the aggro on yourself. Also, as you see right now, the red dies. Another thing I would say is, whenever the red dies, you have to res up the red as soon as possible. Do not wait for the situation to get worse before you res the red, because it's between you and the red. You guys have the reses, and also the red does a lot of the blocking with the spirits. So if the red goes down and then after that the spirits get wiped, the aggro management gets a lot difficult. So if the red goes down, res them up as soon as possible. So once you have the torture spirits on the far on the area closest to the lab, you can go ahead and run up. There will be 3 groups up at the location as well, the house on the top of the ledge. So while you're running to the top, always be sure not to get any aggro of the cold fires. If you get any aggro of the cold fires, that's really bad. But if you do not run to the Reaper in any case. And if you only have the aggro and the red does not, do not run to the red, because the red can res you. You can die at a resable location, and then the red can come and res you after the aggro has gone away. So over here, what we like to do is pull all the spirits in between this tree and the ledge. That balls up the torture spirits rather well. So just go ahead and stand here and use Wastrel's Worry. That's the only damage spell you really need. Like Wastrel's Worry just does so much damage, and for some reason it does not last the full 3 seconds that it needs to do its damage. It actually does its damage within a second and a half, I think. So yeah, just kill off the 3 groups at this location as well, and after that you can just kill off the spirits that don't attack at the bottom, and your quest should be done. And that will actually be your role will almost be done. The next thing that you need to manage is to use PI at Doom's Chamber. You might have to tele to some other areas, namely pits and plains, to help do those quests. But other than that, you should not be asked to do much. If you want to see, like, basically what you will be doing is, if you tele to pits or plains, is just follow the EO and the rest of the team and kill off some stuff for them, because some people in plains like to let the skellies by during 4 horsemen, and you will be required to kill the skellies. So it's not a big deal of it, but if you want to see what needs to be done, you can just watch some of the other videos, some of the older videos I put up, because then I didn't know how to kill the skellies. So those might be of some use to you. So this is the last group at the bottom that you would be asked to kill, and once this group is dead, you will be done with your area, and then all you need to do is just be successful in Doom's Chamber, and Underworld will be done, and you can get your crap draws from the Underworld chest and never get anything. So yeah, it's better to block them so the spirits can hit them better, but it's not crucial. Wastrel's Worry does enough damage by itself. You do not need the spirits. So you see, this group is glitched and it does not attack. So that's why I do not kill them until the end. So once everything is dead, your quest will be done, and then you can either run to lab and help out anyone. Like if the emo is down or the mesmer is down, you can try to res them. But I will cut off the footage here, and then I will resume it when I'm just entering Doom's Chamber, and then I'll show you what to do over there. It's very similar to what you do as a necromancer. Nothing changed, but yeah, I just thought I'd show it as a mesmer. So yeah, just run in. The emo will bond you up, and then you will go ahead and stand on top of the circle. Underworld teams usually refer to it as a pedestal, but what I like to do over here is I like to put a PI at the number 1 slot so I can quickly use it through my keyboard. And as I have these skills keyed, so 1, 2, 3, 4, they correspond to the number keys on my keyboard. And since number 1 is really close to escape, and if I use PI by mistake, I can push escape really fast and cancel PI so that I don't cast it at a wrong location. So as soon as the terrors run in, the first thing that Doom does is just cast that judgment, so be ready for it. So over here, your primary role is to cast Judgment of Doom. Every time Doom uses it. He does not have a specific cycle of skills that he uses before he uses Judgment of Doom, but it's quite a prominent skill. You will see big waves going out from Doom's location, and it's a strong AoE damage spell. You see right there, waves originating from Doom's location. So just select Doom all the time and wait for Doom to use it, and when he uses it, just cast PI on him. And since you have fast casting, you should be able to catch almost 4 waves of judgment. In between judgments, you can cast Wastrel's Worry on Doom and try to do some damage that way, but I really wouldn't bother with it. He uses a lot of skills, and a lot of times it just doesn't cast. So just wait for PI. Or wait for Judgment of Doom rather. For myself, if I cast PI accidentally, I'll press escape and I'll cancel PI. If you feel that you need to do it, you can Arcane Echo PI, and then so if you cast it by mistake, you always have another PI to cast. Like right now, I casted PI by mistake, but it was good that I casted it right as Doom spawn, so I have some time before he uses Judgment. You see, I catch almost 4 waves, and that does a lot more damage. It used to be faster with Urul's Hammer, the unnerfed version, but that got nerfed, so it's a little bit slower. Although it just takes like a couple of minutes longer, so I don't see how that was a nerf. But yeah, when Doom is not here, you can always cast Wastrel Worry on the Skellies. They don't use any skills though, so they'll take damage all the time. So basically that's it. There's not much else you can do. So I've actually showed you all you need to know as a Mesmer. What you need to do now is get the armor, the skills you need, and yeah, just go ahead and try it on your own. You shouldn't have any problem with it. But yeah, just go ahead and watch the SS video as well, because I might have missed something in this video. I'm pretty sure I went over everything you need to know, but sometimes I forget, and if I do, I'll put it in annotations. But if I don't, just go ahead and watch the SS video. I would do that. So I'm not gonna say anything much because I have nothing else to say or to add to this. So just watch the video, and I'll just meet you at the end. Also, you see me trying something crazy over here, like running away while Doom is still aggressive. I would not do it if you were just learning, so yeah, just let him admit to defeat before you go ahead and start running away. Which happens when you get him about 25% health. So once Doom admits defeat, Underworld will be done. You can accept the quest reward from King. And you see me getting absolute crap over here. So yeah, if you're lucky enough, you'll get something nice, like a DSR, a Smite, a VS, Eternal Blade, or a Mini Doom, hopefully. Long shot, but it happens. So yeah, just make sure you watch this video a couple of times, so you know you get an idea of what you need to do, and hopefully you will be successful and get a chest sometime soon. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.